Who just went to Utah at 9?
Yeah, Utah just came in.
I'm way behind now. Was the Cam Whitmore slide true?
Seems like it because we're already at pick 10 and Cam Whitmore has not been selected because Taylor Hendricks just went to Utah. They just got, he's either, if everything works out, he's going to be like Jonathan Isaac, what we thought he was before his knees gave up, when God gave up on his knees. Worst comes to worst, if he's more of a big, not a wing, he's Chris Boucher. Worst comes to worst, but his ceiling is Jonathan.
More of a wing, he's Rashard Lewis.
I don't know if he, you think so?
Taylor Hendricks was like almost a 40% three-point shooter, man.
I buy into the Central Florida man. And what do you, let me, so tell me why do you think Taylor Hendricks is Rashard Lewis, and how does he fit next to Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen?
A 6'10" shooter with long arms.
Explain it.
Versatile.
Explain, like,
I don't need to explain it, bro. I just explained it.
I think
the kid's a bucket.
The kid is a bucket, and why do you think his draft stock flew up this past year?
Why do I think his draft stock? Because he showed all of the tools necessary to be a big. He's a freshman. He was a one-and-done player. He fucking averaged like 17, 8 on like almost 40% three-point shooting and almost 50% from the floor. Like, come on. On a terrible team, no less, too. On a bad UCF team.
Yeah, unlike Gigi Jackson, he's one of those guys who's able to play on a bad basketball team.
Yeah.
And still,
he's the reverse Gigi.
Yeah.
Gigi was supposed to be here. This was supposed to be Gigi, top 10 pick. Gigi put up empty stats, but inefficient empty stats on a bad team. Taylor Hendricks almost dragged UCF single-handedly to the NCAA tournament.
So when you look at him, my thing is again, I want to know, I like his face-up game. He can score from all three levels. He has some shot creation. My one thing is, will he have the lateral quickness to be able to guard the perimeter and be an inside-out defender as well as an inside-out offensive player that will allow him to be, like you said, like a Jonathan Isaac, Rashard Lewis type player, or is he going to be more of a Chris Boucher guy, worst comes to worst?
I think he's more of the Rashard.
You think so?
I think he's more Rashard Lewis.
They called last year Jabari Smith Rashard Lewis.
Yeah, but that's a bad comparison. This is a more accurate comparison.
And
there's a reason why nobody called him Rashard Lewis. Because all those draft comparisons that the mainstream media makes are fucking wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why nobody called him. There's a reason why everybody called Jabari Smith Rashard Lewis and nobody called him Rashard Lewis. We'll just say that.
And what do you think? Which of these do you think, like Taylor Hendricks, fits? So with Lauri being a small forward, or do you think Taylor's going to be the small forward then in this case?
I think they probably still go Lauri at small forward because of matchups.
Really?
Matchups. Lauri at the 3, just like that made him rediscover his career. So, I think for matchups, they probably still have it. But at the end of the day, with those two together on the same court is going to be so interchangeable, it doesn't matter. I love this pick.
And
Jazz.
Do you think Taylor Hendricks, how much more weight he'll have to put on his body?
Probably he's 220 right now.
Yeah.
So realistically, he'd probably have to bulk up 15, 20 pounds. If he even needs to add weight, realistically, it depends on what he does. I don't know.
But yeah, you think realistically, he's a guy that NBA, do you think he can make an impact to the Utah Jazz this year?
Yeah, 100%.
And
the Jazz aren't going anywhere, but he's gonna 100%. He's gonna make an impact.
I just get scared that he'll maybe get hit a rookie wall because of strength reasons, not being able to keep up his first year or so.
Yeah, but that's something that all rookies have to deal with. The Thompson twins have to deal with that too.
No, you're completely right. That's
everybody has to deal with that. That's just the reason why I just don't the reason why I don't like saying that about every long skinny guy. Just talk about other flaws they have. It's just because everybody has to deal with that.
No, I agree. Because I remember when I was asking guys at the combine, what are you working on to get ready for the NBA? And then at one point I had to add, besides your body, because everyone would be
besides your body.
Yeah,
it's they always are asked about bulking up.
Yeah. So the first thing they kept saying was their body, and then I was like, besides your body, guys. I need you to tell. What are you guys working on besides You know, I know everyone's trying to get big.
Yeah, everyone's trying to get big or lean, depending on the body type.
What do you think is Taylor Hendricks' size? 230, 240, 250?
His peak, he's realistic size is probably like if his NBA size is probably he's probably going to be playing at like 240.
240.
240, maybe 250 if he decides to go the Giannis route and just.
I think this is a good pick for them because it does give them big size, and I think they do have a bunch of guys.